Do you ever feel like God asks for too much? And when I say too much, I'm talking specifically about money. I'm going to talk about worship. And yesterday I talked about how we worship through singing. But another way that we can also worship God is through our generosity. We worship through the things that we give, through our time and our talent, and most importantly, through our resources. And this is a time honored thing throughout all of the Old Testament. God wanted people to bring offerings to him. And for them, because they, especially when you read in Leviticus, it talks about goats and sheep and grain and all these different things. And it was because currency wasn't really a thing. They were still using the barter system. But by the time Jesus came, they did have money, and they were taking money. And a lot of times they would take that money and go buy the animals that they need to make an offering. But then people still made financial contributions through money. And we actually see a story of this that Jesus observed in Mark chapter 12. He's sitting in synagogue, and the rich people were coming in, and they were dropping in large bags of money. So that everyone could see them. And then a poor widow comes up and just drops in 2 small copper coins. And after she does this, Jesus calls his disciples around, and he says, look, do you see this woman who just gave these 2 copper coins? She gave out of her poverty and more than what these rich people gave, and she will be richly blessed more than what these other people gave. And so when we're giving to God, what we need to do is we need to give what we can. We need to give what we're able to. And ultimately what we need to do is that we need to realize that when we're giving to God, this is an act of worship, that we're saying, God, I am going to put you first in my life. Because Jesus said in Matthew chapter 6 that we cannot serve 2 masters, both God and money. And the way that we put God first in our lives is by giving him our money. Not all of our money, but just some of our money. And as we give that money, God will bless us because we are worshiping him.